Hi, welcome to another Interstellar Prime update video. Today we're going to be covering the Remnant City. After we travel from one orbit to another, one of the destinations that you can go in the game is the Remnant City. The Remnant City is placed in the game from the gameplay perspective as a kind of transition between space gameplay and into the planetary gameplay, which is kind of like where you would play like in Fallout. You walk around in a first person RPG mode, and then you do missions. There's no flying spacecraft or anything like that, but there will still be an RTS mode down in the planetary missions. So here real quick, just kind of showing you that everything is in full scale. And let's take a look at what the city is like, or what I have in mind for the development of this game. So here we are. We docked at the station, and I'm going to take the tram here to get to the rest of the Remnant City. And the game is still under construction, as we know it. And this is kind of an empty space right now, an empty vacant space station that's still needs to be filled with the NPC, and you can go to the Remnant City entrance and take the tram to the actual wards, pretty much the city strip that you see down there that's rotating. So, and what this city is essentially a place where people live and work in space. And in the middle of the city there's a little squirrel cage where the artificial gravity is being produced by spinning the wheel, and those strips that you see there is actually buildings, and people live down there. So hopefully by next video, if not the following video, I guess, so we'll try to get some content to populate there in the game, so you can actually go in and interact, walk around inside the city, and kind of give you an idea of what the full release is going to be like. So the early access won't have any missions, won't have any quests, major ones anyway, but the full release will have a full story mode there that you can play. But this is kind of give you an idea of the world that we're creating, setting up the stage for what the full game will be like. And that's just all depends on how much we can raise through Kickstarter and through early access. And this is just kind of give you a quick tour, a grand tour of the space station. Even though it's empty, but it kind of gives you an idea of the scale of the game and the detail, the level of detail that I would like to put into the game. So hopefully we'll be able to hire more 3D artists and character artists that could help us populate this universe with colorful characters and deliver a full experience. So what we have right now is we have a transport system that kind of based off of current technology, which is before we have warp drive. So we don't actually fly our spaceship into the planet, if you may, because that takes a lot of energy, takes a lot of wear and tear on your craft. So this is kind of like the next best thing, is that you can go back and forth between the planetary surface and the in the orbital space by having a transport system like this. So think space shuttle, and this is kind of inspired by what SpaceX is doing with the BFR and the BFS. If you follow SpaceX, this is kind of like an inspiration of that. So, or inspired by that. And this is kind of like a quick cinematic representation of what transition between two types of gameplay would be like in the game. So you have the aerospace or in-space type gameplay where you fly the ships around, you fight off enemy in three-dimensional kind of flying space with the RTS mode, and now we're back into more of a ground-based game RPG type like in Fallout. So here we are. we landed, and I'm going to show you around. But I'm going to keep this video short, and I'm going to make another video that go in more details on what is the Martian surface mission looks like, so, or how the development on that is so far. So here we are. I'm going to get off of here and then travel to the train station. I'll see you next video. Thanks.
Like and share if you enjoy the video and think others might benefit from this, and of course subscribe and hit the notification button if you are new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video.